Kristin Tattar dominates disc golf like no one else, but even the best have their breaking points. What happens when perfection isn't enough? Let's find out. When you think of disc golf champions, one name stands out: Kristin Tattar. Her control on the course, her focus, her ability to stay calm under pressure, it's why she's at the top of the game. But no player is perfect, and Kristin's journey is filled with incredible highs and some surprising lows. In this video, we're going to break it all down: her dominance, her struggles, and what it all means for her future in the sport. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Let's face it, being on top of any sport is tough, but staying there is even harder. For Kristin Tattar, 2024 has been a year of big wins and big questions. She's racked up trophies like nobody's business, but she's also shown moments of vulnerability that have left fans wondering: is she untouchable, or is the competition catching up? To understand this, we have to go back and look at the moments that made her great and the ones that shook her confidence. First off, let's talk about her incredible consistency. If there's one thing Kristin is known for, it's her ability to keep her cool under pressure. Remember the 2024 European Open? She started the final round trailing by 5 strokes. Most players would crumble, but not Kristin. She put on a clinic in mental toughness, landing long putts and navigating tight fairways to erase the gap and walk away with the win. It wasn't just a victory, it was the largest final round comeback in FPO major history. That's the kind of performance that cements your legacy. Then there's her versatility. Kristin isn't just a one-trick pony. Her forehand is deadly accurate, and her backhand is just as reliable. She's the kind of player who can adapt to any course, whether it's the tight wooded layouts of Smuggler's Notch or the open fields of the European Pro Tour. And let's not forget her putting. She's not just good, she's ice cold when it counts. At the Green Mountain Championship, she hit a string of pressure putts on the back nine to force a playoff. That's clutch. But it's not just her skills that make her a standout. Kristin is a trailblazer. She's brought international attention to disc golf, especially for women in Estonia. She's proof that talent can come from anywhere, and she's inspiring players all over the world to dream big. If you've ever watched her interact with fans, you know she's as humble as she is talented. Now, let's get into the other side of the coin. Even a player as great as Kristin Tattar has areas where she's not invincible. One criticism that comes up often is her cautious play style. She's known for prioritizing accuracy over distance, which works most of the time, but it can also hold her back. At the 2024 Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Championship, this cautiousness showed up on the final hole. She went out of bounds, and while it didn't cost her the win, it was a reminder that even the best can falter. Another challenge is the rise of younger, more aggressive players. Evelina Salonen and Henna Blomroos are pushing the boundaries with their incredible distance drives, and sometimes Kristin's strategic approach can seem almost too safe in comparison. At the European Open, her third round was rough. She hit multiple trees and seemed visibly frustrated. It was one of the rare times where her usually unshakable mental game showed cracks. If there's one moment that captures Kristin's year, it's the final round of the Green Mountain Championship. She came into the day trailing by 8 strokes. 8. Most players would pack it in, but Kristin went on a tear. She shot 5 under on the back nine, sinking clutch putts and nailing her drives to force a playoff. It was one of the most exciting comebacks of the year. But here's the thing. While it proved her resilience, it also raised questions. Can she keep relying on these late-stage heroics? Or does she need to find a way to dominate from start to finish? So, where does that leave us? Kristin Tattar is, without a doubt, one of the best disc golfers we've ever seen. Her precision, mental toughness, and versatility make her a legend in the sport. But even legends have their challenges. Whether it's the pressure to adapt to a more aggressive field of competitors or the occasional lapse in her own game, Kristin's journey shows us that no one is untouchable. And honestly, that's what makes her story so compelling. She's not just a champion, she's human.